Hi guys, good morning or good afternoon. It's 2 o'clock. It is the 5th of January 2025. It is actually snowing here today. Well, I mean, it's not like incredible, but it's pretty nice. Hang on, let me see if I can show you there the snow. So it's nice. So anyway, I am going to do a quick video on insulin resistance. I have a longer video which has PowerPoints, which I'll upload later. It's taking ages to download. So unfortunately, PowerPoint can be like that. So what I'm going to say is somebody put in the comments, how long does it take to go from insulin resistant to insulin sensitive? I would say 3 days. But you need to be strict. You can eat as much keto food as you want, but you cannot eat carbs and you cannot eat sugar. You will feel like absolute shit, and you will, it'll be like coming off drugs or something. Not that I have been a drug addict. I wouldn't know. But it will be so hard. And some of it will be psychological, but a lot of it will be physical. We are used to spiking your insulin. If you're insulin resistant, you will be used to have spiking your insulin constantly, spiking your blood sugar. So you will be used to the high. So let's say I eat porridge in the morning. So this used to be my typical diet. I would eat porridge at say 7 in the morning, or toast, brown toast, which I thought was healthy. So insulin spike or blood sugar spike. Afterwards, insulin spike. I'll explain that in a sec. So blood sugar spike. So it takes about 2 hours before you're starving again after carbohydrates. So next thing, I'm starving again at say 9 o'clock, but I managed to get to stay going till 10 or 11 because of work. You mightn't be able to eat. So then you have a scone, or you have another piece of toast, or you have something with carbohydrates in it, protein bar, whatever it is. So you think that that's healthy. So that's another blood sugar spike. And then you have the come down. So when when you're trying to become insulin sensitive from being insulin resistant, you will have that doubled by a million, or just it will be so magnified because you are not giving in to when you are on the come down. So let's say you're doing your first run into becoming insulin sensitive, and you've gone off your bread, your carbs, everything is out. Everything's out. Porridge, sugars, potatoes, everything's out. Rice with your dinner, everything is out. You can only eat ketogenic food, which is high fat. Usually the ketogenic diet is between 70 to 80% fat, medium protein. I eat probably more protein than the average ketogenic diet. I have my own kind of ketogenic diet that I follow, and I do not follow it all the time. But if I'm on weight loss, or if I'm converting from keto resistance or insulin resistance to insulin sensitivity, I had to be 100% strict. You're going to fall off the wagon in the early days, but for the changeover, you need to be strict. You will get keto flu. You will get keto flu. Keto flu feels like the flu. You feel terrible. You feel like you're end of life. You feel like shit. You must get through that. That you cannot get to insulin sensitivity without that. So then later on, so you can eat lots of keto food as much as you want. I have other videos on what that keto food is, and I'll put those in the links below in the comments. But you must do it. There is no other way. There's no easy way. This is why people resent and resist doing this. But I can tell you, it is like reaching the promised land. Reaching the promised land mentally and physically. You will never ever worry about anything again. And like, I would have been quite a high stressed person, and this transformational, unreal. I wish I could make everybody do the keto diet. No, I am different to a lot of ketogenic people and carnivore people, where I believe that every so often you need a good blowout with carbs. Over Christmas, I've put on 15, 20 pounds over Christmas and the last few months from having some alcohol, going out socially, having some drinks at home, and last night I had some crisps, and I'm back on keto since the 2nd of January. But last night I'm not doing dry January yet, maybe at the end of the month. But what I've decided is that I'm going full on keto in February, but January's too hard to come straight out of carbs for me. So I've decided I'm not going to do it fully on. So I drank alcohol last night. I had some red organic wine, which I don't get a hangover from. It's amazing. I had Cheetos. I had a pain au chocolat, but I had them in the evening. I only eat my carbs probably in one sitting. Now that doesn't make me brilliant or anything like that, but I am not on weight loss. If I was on weight loss, you can't do that. And first of all, you can't be drinking alcohol. But I have decided that I'm not going to start strictly until, but I've started going into keto for January, and yet I'm having these few things. Now today, I paid the price for drinking that alcohol by having low blood sugar all day. Alcohol above a certain percentage, beer doesn't really have the same impact, but I had organic red wine, or if you have something like whiskey or something, your blood glucose will go down. It suppresses your blood glucose. Now, mine has gone as low as 2.9 millimoles per liter, which is very, very low today, and has more or less maintained at, oh, sorry, that's 3.1, which is too low, really. Why can I cope with that? Because my body is going to adjust. First of all, I'm used to it because I've done a lot of fasting. I've spent a lot of today fasting. I've eaten a couple of boiled eggs. That's it. So, and even that has not regulated my blood sugar. Now, that's because of the alcohol. So, but my average blood glucose over the last is 4.4 over the last 3 days. And over the last 7 days is 4.9. So it was higher. So I was maintaining a blood glucose. Now my glucose monitor is coming off today, and I'm not getting another one because I'm not really into the experimentation. And I've done it for 10 days and it's been really, really insightful. So see, there's a big spike there last night now. See that big spike? That spike was, I had a pain au chocolat. I had couple of bags of Tato's, which is Irish crisps, cheese and onion, delicious. Some chocolate. I had almost 3/4 of a bottle of organic red wine. Now, the organic red wine did not contribute to that spike because the alcohol is only processed in the liver, and you will not get blood glucose release until kind of 2 days later. So tomorrow I may see a slight increase in my blood glucose because of yesterday's drinking. It's an unusual one, and a lot of people find that hard to get their heads around, but I had known this, except I wanted a little bit of proof. So now with the CGM, I have the proof that I need, that is what happens. So you will find that your blood glucose the following day will be diminished. It will be terrible. Now, I could eat carbs. Today, I have not eaten any carbs. I could eat carbs. I don't advise anybody to do this kind of experiment, but you see, I'm so long doing keto that my body is very well adapted to having low blood sugar level because I am used to, I have fasted for up to 10 days, water only, and survived. But I built up to it. I did like 10-hour fast, 12-hour fast, I built up to it over months. And then eventually, I didn't even know I was going to end up doing 10 days. I planned to do 14 days. I gave up after 10 because I was kind of starting getting nervous. I actually felt fine and I wasn't really hungry. What happens is your body eats its own body fat. I did lose a lot. I think I lost 15 pounds, which is around about 7 or 8 kilograms. Anyway, so if you want to become insulin sensitive from being insulin resistant is where your body no longer responds, your cells no longer respond to insulin properly. Insulin is the blood glucose, blood sugar regulator in your body. It's a hormone. It's very important. Thank you, insulin. We love you so much. And it also, if you have too much blood glucose, which happens when you eat refined carbs and all that sugary shit, it stores away your fat. That's why sometimes people are a little bit kind of about insulin. Insulin is an amazing hormone. We need insulin so much, but you need to realize that if you're eating a lot of sugary shit and carbs, I can eat as much keto food as I want and I won't have the same insulin response. So I do keto for a while, then I go to hell in a handbasket and I have some sugary shit, That's the way I believe is the best way to live, because you can have you can live in the world very readily. And also I do believe that my body is in good condition. I've had 3 blood tests now since I started on the ketogenic diet, all absolutely amazing. I have almost zero cardiovascular risk. I probably have almost zero cancer risk because I keep my blood sugar level low and even. So after Christmas, right after Christmas, my blood sugar was even for 5 days because I did keto. Then it was New Year's Eve. Then I had some drinks. Then I did on the 2nd of January, it was very even for 3 or 4 days until last night when I had the pain au chocolat. So I believe in keeping overall a nice even blood sugar level. So talk to you later. Bye. And the longer video with the PowerPoints will be on soon. Have a great day and enjoy the snow if you're in Ireland.